Hi everyone, I'm Nina. I'm a sophomore right now, and last year for my Hum in Action Elixir project, I raised half a million Hong Kong dollars for a Brazilian children's hospital called Hospital Pequeno Príncipe. I'm from Brazil, from the same town where this hospital is, and my family has been helping out the hospital for generations. So when in November of last year they had a really bad fire that destroyed their oncology wing, it was kind of clear to me that I really wanted to help them out. Their oncology wing, it's where they treat cancer patients, and it's one of their busiest sectors, so it was really important to them that they rebuild it as soon as possible. I actually always knew that I wanted to do something with this hospital because they mean a lot to my family. So maybe I'm not the best example for good brainstorming, but I would just recommend on focusing on your passions and your identity. I really want to be a doctor right now, and as I said, I'm from Brazil, and my family's known the hospital for a while, so things just kind of clicked when I wanted to help them out. Ultimately, this project has to come from you because you're going to be spending so much time on that and on your freshman research paper, which are kind of linked, that you have to think about what you're interested in, what you love, and who you are. Because it really is a big commitment, and you get a lot out of it, but it's again kind of like what you put in. So good luck, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask Mr. Schmidt for my email because I'd love to help. Bye.
Hi, Mr. Schmidt's class. I'm Athena, and I just wanted to talk to you guys a bit about the why and the purpose behind my Elixir project. So, I have a younger sister named Anthea, and she's 5 years old, and she was born with a lot of genetic conditions, as well as she was born like premature, so she had to stay in the NICU for a few months after. And after that, she also had a very frequent hospital visits for speech therapy, physical therapy, and she just had to go through a lot. But through her, I was also able to meet a bunch of other kids similar to her. Like, they were born premature and they also had a lot of physical complications. But the difference was they didn't have access to the resources that my sister did have, and that really inspired me to create like a service project that targeted this demographic and helped them as much as possible given like what I was able to do. And I really think that my personal tie to my Elixir project was what kept it going, and what made it like as like successful as it was, because I did face some like setbacks throughout the process, but my personal tie made me like very passionate through it all. And I never thought of like giving up, even though it was a bit difficult, because it's for my sister, and I was very adamant about doing it like right. So I think that motivated me to keep on working on my Elixir project. So yeah, thank you so much, and good luck on your Elixir projects.
Hi guys, my name is Samara, and last year I was part of Mr. Schmidt's Humanities in Action class where I had, I think, a pretty successful elixir. So, for my why, I knew that I had always wanted to do something in women's empowerment. That is a subject very near and dear to my heart. And I knew that I wanted to work in India because that's not only where I come from, but I know that they have a huge issue with women's rights. So, when I was doing my research, I settled upon period poverty. So, I started and I was like, okay, I'm going to do period poverty. But it was only during my service trip to India where I actually became really passionate about this project and became inspired to continue this project for 4 years of high school, which I plan to do. So it was during this service trip when I had met so many girls, 14, 15 years old, who were so similar to me, so sweet, so kind, but had led such different lives. Every single girl that I had met was using unsanitary practices and, exposing themselves to many harmful diseases that they were totally unaware of. In fact, one of the girls that I had met, 15 years old, got pregnant at 12 and she had to drop out of school. It was very clear that, she was living a hard life. So it was my connection with these girls that has really inspired me to continue this project. I worked incredibly hard on my elixir because of these girls. I raised 60,000 rupees. I donated 10,500 sanitary napkins to the school that I was working with, and I want to continue doing this work in the future. So my advice to you would be to find something that you have a very personal connection to, because then it will actually make, working your elixir really enjoyable. And if you have any questions, you can always email me or Mr. Ernst. Good luck!